Cursed. Cursed. We all go a little mad sometimes.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula.
I saw the boogeyman. I saw him outside.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new Tomb of Terrors with me, Old Man Brad. Whether you are new or returning, thanks for giving me a listen. And if you love it, drop me a review over on your favorite podcast app. Or you can support the show over on Patreon. Just look up Old Man Brad. And also make sure to follow over on social media. Just look for Old Man Brad and Tomb of Terrors on Blue Sky and Instagram. And of course, Old Man Brad over on Letterboxd, so you can see all the watches that I do. We are in part 2 of the Fantasia International Film Festival. We went from July 16th to August 2nd. Last week, I gave you 5 films that I watched as part of my coverage. 1 short, 4 films. In this part 2 of my coverage for Fantasia, I have 5 feature films, 5 more films to talk about. I will be talking about the movies Homebodies, Sicko, The Galactic Ghoul, Motherwitch, and Bowels of Hell. And I will tell you, they are all very different. It has been great watching these films. 9 feature films total, 1 short film. I wish I had time to watch more, add more to the list, but unfortunately didn't have quite the time to watch as much as I wanted to. One of my films, Nightborn, that I talked about last week, is now available on Shudder and AMC Plus if you want to go check it out there. I do recommend checking that one out. It is a good folk horror movie. Before we dive into the rest of Fantasia, if you are in the Cincinnati area, come out to Frightful Fridays on the 3rd Friday of the month. So thankful to be partnered with the Esquire Theater to host a horror screening. And our screening for August, on August 21st, is a new film, a film that has not come out widely yet. It's done a few festivals and some screenings here and there, but that is Night of the Vamp Friars. This is a movie that is wholly produced by Vinegar Syndrome. And when I first saw the trailer for this throwback video store era 80s horror comedy film, I was like, I need to screen this. We were able to get it, and I'm so excited. But come out August 21st at 10 p.m. for some Vamp Friars. It's going to be a good time. Time to dive into some more Fantasia International Film Festival. To kick things off on my list, we'll talk about Homebodies first. Homebodies, which is directed by Casey Walker. 2 children raised in total isolation by an automated house begin to confront the mysteries of their existence after an enigmatic stranger arrives from outside. I'll tell you right up front that I did enjoy this movie. It is one location, these 2 kids basically, and they go through this process every day. They kind of have a routine of what they're supposed to do. They watch shows that this place gives them. They go and talk to this entity that will answer questions or tell them kind of what's going on. And they kind of just going through their everyday. What I love, one of the kids wears red, one wears blue, kind of that almost red pill, blue pill. And then one day, someone shows up inside. It's kind of seems like a robot or something like that. They don't know what to do. It throws everything off. They're trying to figure things out. Things take dark turns. One of them starts to question what is going on. Things start to change. The other one just wants to go through, the routine as usual, but can they really? And this has great performances by our 2 leads, Ian and Emma Ho. They are both fantastic in this. And as things kind of start to spiral down and get darker, they're just the way that they both kind of take this different approach to the way things are happening, kind of a look into the human instinct. Are you going to shut down and try to carry on as normal, or are you going to look for answers and look for things kind of at your own risk, whether it's going to affect you, hurt you, what it might be? And I love this kind of duality as they try to figure things out one way or the other. This is a nice single location movie that has some good dark elements, dark story to it that you definitely want to add to a watch list and watch for it coming out. Watch for Homebodies. This is one of them, one of the top films from Fantasia that I really liked. So Homebodies does play a lot with some lighting and colors and stuff like that. Leads us into the Galactic Ghoul, which kind of takes it even a step further. We'll just say that. This is directed by Simon Harrison. Space-conquering saucer aircraft explorer Captain Oscar Bravo and his sly subordinate Lieutenant Foxtrot are made prisoners of the Queen after discovering a mysterious stone on their journey and being engulfed by her permanent and outlandish jail, Planet of Tomb, from where the Cosmic Crusaders must escape while fending off her heavy-duty military in their own brotherly conflict to restore love and peace in the galaxy. This right here is one of those films that you should put next to if you're doing a full-on DIY film. Simon Harrison, he wrote it, he directed it, he edited it, he worked special effects on it. He basically did pretty much everything on this movie. As I said, it's very colorful. There are bright colors. It's kind of a throwback to old 50s sci-fi, to where you kind of have the flying saucers looking like they're dangling from a string, or just the monsters are these lo-fi kind of just creatures. Everyone in this movie just looks like they're having a good time. Catherine Isabel, who plays the Queen, just chews scenery up every time she's on screen. She is hamming it up, having a good time. This is a movie that, unless you kind of know the style, know kind of what you're going in for, if someone just picked this up, threw it on, I think they might hate it. They'll be like, what the hell is this? But if you look at it okay, he is working with making just a silly old school sci-fi movie with some modernization to it in a way, it worked. I had a good time overall with it. There were a few moments where it felt like it was getting, a little too much, a little too long. Let's kind of move on. But overall, I love the style. I loved how energetic everybody was. Everybody just seemed like they were having a good time. And it kind of had moments of Monty Python, it felt like, in it, kind of way the jokes and the way scenes happened. If you've seen any of Astron 6's movies, especially Manborg, kind of similar to that kind of a throwback lo-fi sci-fi film. For somebody just curious, Galactic Ghoul is one that you should put on a list just to check out, because it is a wild, fun time, honestly. All right, next up, we're going to kind of bring it down a little bit with Sicko, directed by Aitor Zodaskali. This is a film out of Kazakhstan. In Almaty, a cash-strapped couple hatch a plan to solve their money troubles, but soon become embroiled in a toxic web of social media, violent criminality, and spiraling greed. This one surprised me. I wasn't sure what to expect going in. There's this couple who are having some money problems, and they decide, our main guy, Azamat, he decides, he sees either an ad or video, I forgot what it was, for some cancer patients or a fundraiser kind of thing. And he decides, hey, we could do that, and says his wife has cancer. The family is all together and everybody's upset. And so they start this whole thing, this whole con with her having cancer, setting up these videos, these fundraisers, these fake social media kind of updates of this. And then money starts rolling in. These donations start rolling in. And slowly, as they want more and more and more, it catches up to them. There is some criminals that just want their money. There are people that know what happens with these mysterious messages of, we know the truth, amongst other things, that things are starting to crumble, to fall apart on this plan they have hatched. And it comes down to what's going to win out. You know, these two being together, is greed going to win? Is crime going to win? And what ultimately is going to happen? And I will tell you, I'm not going to give you the ending. The ending is a serious, serious punch in the gut. Everyone in this movie is fantastic. Our two leads are great in this. Some awesome scenery, great cinematography. It is bloody. There are some extremely bloody moments. And I was not expecting to get the gut punch that I got in the end of this movie, and it just elevated it even more. This, along with the homebodies out of these five, are definitely right up there at the top of what I watched for Fantasia. They are both very good. Watch for Sicko. It is a wonderful film that is very well done and just will, it will crush you. I'll just say that. Of course, I want to keep some more of that emotional crushing left on you with our next one, and that is Motherwitch, directed by Minos Papas, Cyprus, 1882. Eleni, an outcast painter, tries to resurrect her dead children, but instead unleashes mythical creatures upon her village. Only by becoming a good mother to a talented but abused child can she reverse the curse. This is another one I didn't know what to expect going in. And within the first 5 minutes, this woman's 3 children die in this tragedy. And I'm like, holy crap, this is what I'm in for, especially after just watching Sicko like the day before, getting that gut punch. And you kind of punched me in the gut to start off this one. I'm like, all right, here we go. Let's go. This film has some great scenery. The countryside it's filmed on looks phenomenal. It looks beautiful. I love the cinematography and the way the countryside is captured. And then you have this woman. She is an artist and she finds a way or figures out a way to bring her children. She just wants her children back. She befriends another child who is abused by his father. And he is into art, and his father just doesn't understand his child. And after she tries to bring her children back, I don't know if I want to say creature, entity, demon. You don't fully know what kind of dark thing this is, but it comes in. She realizes, shit, I messed up. How can I stop this? And this darkness infects this kid, the people die. I'm going to say this one is another one that I just absolutely loved. I loved the scenery in this. There are many moments, especially where it looks, because art is kind of a base throughout this. There are scenes like just not even freeze framed, but just like a static shot, either in a room, outside, wherever it is. The way it is framed, the way this static shot is set up, it looks like a painting you would see on the wall. I absolutely love that style that they did with that, of there is art at the base of this to give scenes a look as a painting and what she has to do to to stop all this to happen. Love the creativeness in this. Love the look of it. It is another one of those films that really kind of messes with emotions. Gut punch at the beginning. The abuse on this other child from his father is another a heavy emotional piece. There's one scene with it that just like, oh my gosh, this is tough to watch. But Motherwitch is another film out of these 5, another one of those that I loved. I thought it was a great, great film. Finishing off part 2 of Fantasia. This is a totally different one, and that is Bowels of Hell, directed by Gustavo Vinagra and Gersius Gunder. Molly is organizing a gender reveal party for a pregnant influencer. While dealing with her own grief, her persistent constipation problems, and her adolescent transgender child, who disapproves of her job. At the condominium where Malu lives, some strange phenomena are unleashed in the home's most private zone, the bathroom. This is another one. We kill off a child within the first 5 to 10 minutes. And I'm like, good Lord, what is going on here? Feel like I've hit a theme now for killing kids off in these movies to really punch you in the gut to get you going. But then this movie, holy hell, it takes this weird, there's this almost a monster, and this constipation story kind of leads with her grief, the way it is things are just held up inside of her. This poop monster will come out in the toilets and kill people. There's police that wear S&M leather, a quirky kind of there's a whole bunch of quirky people that live in this kind of apartment building. I was thinking of it as Delicatessen, but not as good. Not nearly as good of a film. There's I guess she's almost I don't even know what you call the people, not quite tarot card reader, but she reads people's poop to tell them basically what is going on with them. There's this weird scene where she talks to her master and he's like, can you take a moment and read my dirty underwear? I'm like, what the fuck is this? This movie is gross. I love the practical effects in this. There's one scene where someone gets sucked into a toilet. There's some good practical effects in it, but it's so weird. It's fucked up. It's gross. It's so much just feces going around. I ultimately just did not enjoy this one. This one was not for me. I can't recommend Bowels of Hell because it just, as I said, the practical effects are cool, but it's just weird, gross nastiness that I'm just I am not into this whole thing. When her constipation finally lets loose at the end, you're just what the, oh my God. So Bowels of Hell, no thanks. Well, that will do it for the Fantasia International Film Festival. Overall, as I said, 9 feature films. 1 short film, Dag Nabbit, which was awesome from Heebie-Jeebies Pictures. But some of the top ones, most all of them I quite enjoyed. Homebodies, Sicko, Motherwitch are my top 3 from this week. Last week, Ancestral Beasts was great. Nightborn, which is on Shudder and AMC Plus, is a good film. Unholy Night was just fun. Listen to last week. Listen and hope you enjoyed these ones. I look forward to Fantasia next year. We'll see what comes about. I'll be covering Fright Fest here very soon, which happens at the end of August. But thank you so much to everybody who listens to the show, who subscribes, who shares out the show. If you don't already, please subscribe, share it out, tell people about the show. And if you subscribe, you won't miss anything, whether it's festivals that I do like this, short reviews, interviews, verses that I do with my wife, Tales from Tubi, or the Year of Paul Nashi, where every month I'm coming out with a new Paul Nashi film with guests. Make sure you follow along. Also follow over on YouTube. Just look for Tomb of Terrors, where I have additional reviews that drop over there. But thank you so much for listening. Thank you to Fantasia for allowing me to cover your festival. I'll be back soon with a brand new episode. Just snuggle up in that blanket, turn off the lights, because it's okay to be scared. We'll talk to you later, everybody.